Hello everyone, it's Stephanie. Thanks so much for joining me. Today I have a few small hauls as well as 8 cards to share with you. And so let's get started. So these, I don't think I've shared these yet. I have waited forever to get these. These are the Karin Luminance. Most of you, if you follow the Luminance pencils, you know that they had a set of like 76. Well, now they've added 24 more. And so I have waited forever and been so excited and waited. And I had a hard time finding them in stock. So this is the portrait assortment, and it really fills in a lot of colors, so that's why I wanted to share. So there's still 4 colors that I'm waiting on to be in stock to get them individually at Jackson's. But I had finally found these at Dick Blick. I was very excited to find these, and they are, as expected, just gorgeous. I have been using them, and they really has a really nice selection of colors, and it really has some deep colors that I was really, especially these 2, that I was really missing from the last set. And so it really balances out their color line. Thought I would share those. I've been absolutely loving this set even by itself. And I actually started coloring up this little, I placed an order with MFT and got a few little things, but this little adorable fox, and this is the way I colored. And what I love about these pencils, if you haven't used, they're more opaque, I guess is the word. And I didn't, I started on this one, but then just going along with the black, I could add some more shading, and it's really fun, but they're more opaque. And so they're really nice to color with. So that is a lot of fun. So I'll be finishing those boxes and playing with those to make a card later. But I wanted to share those pencils with you because if you had been like me looking for them for everywhere, I was able to find those at Dick Blick. Okay, and then I have a few craft products to share as well. I placed an order at Jamie's Not2Shabby shop. She sends some cute little stickers and little freebies with your order, but I had placed an order for the new Lawn Fawn release, and so I was able to get this with my free with 60. This is the stamp she was offering at the time. This is a Like You Latte. And so since I was getting that, I got the matching dies as well. And then this set is special delivery box add-on. And I just love these little boxes. I love that they made them separate from the strings. The bow is separate. You can make a package that's getting delivered, or you can make the way they're intended. So I think there's lots of possibilities with this. I love that they have the little hearts, so you could have the hearts coming out of the box. Then they have the matching dies as well. And then I also did get the special delivery stamp set. It has a cute little owl and bird, and it has the feathers separate because they are meant to go with the special die they have that came out with the winter release that I can't remember the name of it, so I apologize, but I'm sure you guys all saw it. There's been such cute cards already on Instagram, but I love this little knapsack that comes with this because I think it's going to be really cute, and I'm totally going to use that for a purse. I'm sure everyone else is going to do that too, but that might be a big reason why I got it. But I also love these little letters and lots of really cute little sentiments that you can use over and over again. So, but I did get the matching dies. So I think this is going to be really cute I especially think this is going to be cute for Easter. So I got that. And then I was so excited that they have given us some new Slimline Scalloped Dies for Valentine's with the scallops. But what I love is it makes this a solid. If you can see, there's no cut for this, so it's going to make a solid rectangle with scallops, which is what I wanted so bad. So there's 2, they both fit inside of each other. So this one is the portrait version, so it's meant to go long ways, and then this one is the landscape version, so it's meant to go this one. So this is a little smaller, so they coordinate together and fit, is why I needed both of them. But I'm really glad to have some scallops. It's going to be really cute for Valentine's Day. And then I did pick up a few things still for Christmas because I still have a little bit of time. So I picked up these stitched poinsettias, and I think these are going to be really cute. And I just plan on doing some distress oxides to do some really quick and easy cards. And I think they would be really pretty. And then I also got this Shadow Box Card Fireplace add-on, and I think the fireplace is really cute and all the little accessories, the log, the candy cane, the stockings, the fire. But of course I love the little Santa legs and feet. So that's the main reason I got it. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun to do some really quick cards. Since it's just dies, I'll just use my Distress Oxides and make it really quick and easy. Jamie sent me this. This is, I'm guessing it's papery. I've never tried these stamps and I don't know much about this brand, but these teddy bears are super cute. So it's got some cute little bears here. They have ice skates and they're holding hands. They're like twirling around on the ice rink. And then this has like a mom or a dad with a baby ice skating. And then these two look like they're ice skating towards each other. And there's some little ornaments and some really pretty fonts to go with that. So again, this is papery ink and this is So Merry. And then lastly, this is the only one I did not get at Jamie's shop. This is from Colorado Craft Company, and this, I've been wanting to try some stamps from this company for a while because they have big bold stamps. This is Holly Berries from Colorado Craft Company, and I absolutely love this. I love that it's so large and I can't wait to use that. I have tried one of their stamp set and it is this one. I don't know if you guys have seen it. This is Bethlehem's Light. I just adore this stamp set. So for those of you who are Christians and wanted any religious themed Christmas stamps, this is so gorgeous. So I wanted to make sure you'd seen that. I had not seen it and I had to actually get this on Amazon because it was out of stock everywhere else. I love that. And so then I had to get this one as well. And then lastly, I got the two new ink pads from Tim Holtz. This is Rustic Wilderness. I got it in the Distress Oxide as well as the regular Distress ink. And I wish they would sell the little ones. I don't know if you know how to get the little ones, and please let me know because I really like having them all the same. So that is it for the haul. Okay, so I have a bunch of cards to share with you guys today. I've had so much fun making Christmas cards and I'm not even done, but I'm going to show you the first half of the cards that I made for Christmas. So the first one I made is for my design team project for the Not2Shabby shop. So this stamp set that I made these little gnomes from the Not2Shabby Fall Gnome stamp set. I used this little stamp and I really wanted to use this banner, but it wasn't quite big enough for the sentiment I wanted because I knew when I got this, it's for fall and everyone was going to do fall, but I really wanted to make it into Christmas. So I combined it with this Not2Shabby Magical Winter for the sentiment for Have a Magical Winter. Combined it with that. And I also use these all to new heart dies as well as the layered snowflakes. And I use the Lawn Fawn outside in stitched rectangle stackables. And so all I did, it was really quick and simple. I just used some craft cardstock. I colored those little gnomes using a no-line coloring technique. And I used both my Holbein, because the Holbein have the really, really light pastel colors. And then I used my Luminance for the darker colors. And I think I mostly used this set, that is the set 1. I think for the darker colors. I'm pretty sure that's what I used. So, but I have so much fun coloring those and just adding a little bit more darker colors to get the colors that I wanted. And then I did use some gouache splatters in the background, but I used those little snowflakes on vellum and then the gold hearts. Thought that added a nice touch. So that is the first card that I made. Next, I made these 3 cards, and these were so quick and easy. I made these, and they were the fastest cards I think I've ever made. So all I did is take my Karin brush markers on some Bristol Smooth cardstock. I did really quick little coloring, and then I took my paintbrush and without too much water, just enough to spread it. And then I made the backgrounds, I let them dry fully, and then I added my gouache splatters, and then I let that dry completely while I was making, that's why I did 3, because I had, to wait till they dried and everything. And I found here in Florida, it does take longer. So, and then I stamped this Adore, which I absolutely love this font. I had so much fun making these. And I stamped those out, and then I did, of course, the heat embossing in gold. And then that was all there is to it. And then I ran it through after they were completely done and dried. I did use this last die, the Stitch Card Panels and Windows die that I've used all the time. And yeah, so I made these 3 cards. I think this one is my favorite, but I like how this one is different colors. It kind of reminds me of like a desert sunset is what I was kind of going for. So, but yeah, 3 cards really, I mean, I think I did all 3 of these in like half an hour or less, which for me, I usually take hours to make my cards, so that was really good. So that was next. Next, I made this little card. It's just a little shaker card. Another fairly quick and easy card, so that's what I was going for this year. So to make this card, I used this cute little Penguin Pals stamp set, and then as well as the matching dies, as well as the Merry Mice, and I just used the sentiment for the sentiment. I did use that. And then I used my Waffle Flower Nesting Circles die, as well as the Nesting Squares die to make the card. I used some Sunny Studios patterned paper to keep it really simple, and just made a really quick shaker card. I had stamped the image on Bristol Smooth cardstock because, again, I used my Karin markers. I haven't really used those a ton. I still feel like I'm really learning how to use those, so that's why I thought it was kind of my challenge of the week to get those out and use those more. I do like them, but I feel like I struggle really using those. So I found the best luck using Fabriano hot press paper, but that is pricey, and sometimes I don't know. So, but I have used Bristol Smooth, and that works nice too. Okay. So, and then I actually made this card first, and then I had this penguin left over, so that's why I just went ahead. I was like, I had already colored it. It was all ready to go. So I just thought, oh, shaker card, that's quick and easy to make another card. But this is the card I actually made first, and I was going to try to get all of them lined up, but it just looked too busy. So this is the next card that I made, and to make this card, so I use this Penguin Pal stamp set, as well as matching dies, along with the Scenic Route, which this is what gave me the idea for the card. I really wanted to add the lights, but I really couldn't figure out how to make it not look too busy. So I just went ahead and used the background, which was really nice, and stamped that out all along, using some masking to get it to be long enough for a slimline card. And then I used the matching dies to cut it out, which that was made it lots easier. And for the dies, I used the Slimline starter die, as well as the Slimline Snowdrift dies for the dies here at the bottom. And I used foam tape. Again, I used my Karin markers to color these up, and on some Bristol Smooth paper, and for all of my paper, for the backgrounds and everything. And then I did the same with my background with the Karin markers. And it's a really quick and easy way to make a background. I mean, I can't even tell you how much faster it is than making the, rubbing with the distress inks and everything. And then some gouache splatters, of course, and I made sure and did the gold in the Christmas trees and everything. So I thought that turned out pretty cute. Next, I made this card, and to make this card, I made lots of slimline cards, as you can see. That's my favorite right now. But to make this card, I used this oversized piece stamp set for the sentiment, as well as the matching die. I used this adorable little Flower Girl stamp set that I had thought of this idea last year, but then I didn't get around to it, so I had to do that this year. But this stamp set is so adorable that I couldn't wait to use it, as well as the matching dies. I used this for this little die right here. That is what I used to make the angel halo. And so I just cut that out with gold, and then I used my X-Acto knife to cut a straight slit and slipped it right over her bun to make her an angel. And I kind of made the vellum look kind of like rose gold but then I just used some distress inks and some splatters, and then die cut it with this large slimline sliders die from Fawn. And so I did some quick coloring with Copics, and then I layered vellum on top that I heat embossed with gold, of course. But other than that, it was a really quick and easy card as well. And then lastly, if you remember, I made this card a long time ago. This is like when I first was getting into lawn fawn, and it's all smushed and everything, but this was one of my favorite cards. I loved it, and I kept wanting to send it to a few friends, but then I couldn't because I was like, well, I'll make another one. Because I like, you know, I don't know, it was just like it took so long and everything. So but this was when I had a friend that she hadn't used her oven in so long that I was teasing her that maybe there's squirrels in there. So there's squirrels in the oven, and then in all the cabinets there's little guys. But it's fun to keep your old cards because you look back and you're like, wow, my coloring's really improved. I mean, my fox, it was pretty cute and everything, but I think I can see that I've improved because this is like from 2016, I think. But at the time this inspired my next card, and it is a monster card. I used the large, I didn't grab it, so I apologize, but I've shown it multiple times, but the huge, I've been calling it my plus size slimline card because it makes an extra big slimline. It's really meant for envelopes, but I had to get all these on here, so that's what I had to use. I did use the Lawn Fawn stitch die. Just ran it through twice to get the stitching all across the top. I used some gouache splatters, and then I Copic colored all of these cute little images. I'll share the stamps in just a minute. But there has all kinds of stuff going on because I wanted it to look like there was marble countertops, so I did that with Copics, the little rolling pin, because I have a marble rolling pin, and some dear people that I used to live with, elderly people that I lived with when I had got out of high school, taught me to make pies and everything, and that's what they told me I needed. So, and then it says, Merry Christmas with a kiss, because when I made it where the stove opens this way, and then they're kissing under the mistletoe. They're kissing when you open the stove, and then when you open this cabinet, there's a little mice here, and he got a little drunk, and he's got the lights all tangled up in the lights. And then this one is hiding all the candy and cookie all to himself. And then you'll notice this little mouse is squeezing the icing into that mouse's little mouth. And there's just all kinds of stuff going on. So, and I tried to have these little mice, this one's holding his Christmas list out of the bowl, and this one's of course in the mixer. And actually this is what I thought of first, is I wanted to make the little mouse be in the mixer because I thought they'd be, you know, getting into all kinds of mischief. But I loved combining all these stamp sets, and then it just kind of morphed and it got bigger and bigger, and then I thought, oh, I'd really love to have them kissing under the mistletoe, because anyway, this was just so fun to make. And you guys know I've always loved combining all my stamp sets, so it did take a very long time. I probably won't be able to send it either. But it was so fun to make, and so I hope you guys really love it as much as I enjoyed making it. Let me show you all the stamps that I use now. So I mostly use this stamp set. This is A Creature is Stirring, and this is the idea that I had right when I saw this, when they had the release. I knew I was going to use it with the stove and kind of make a rendition of this. I also used this Sprinkled with Joy stamp set, of course, for the oven, and the matching dies are like, I wouldn't probably attempt it without it. This is what I used for the countertop, and I just masked it off to do it twice. And I also use this Baked with Love, and of course this is what I had been waiting and waiting to use, because when I had purchased this desk, I purchased it with the hopes that it was going to be my kitchen cabinets. And I was so glad it worked out. But what I wasn't expecting is how well these little mice would be like the cabinet, and they're like the little mice. The mice are like peeking out of the cabinets. So I thought that worked really well. And then lastly, I used this Bah Humbug for the mistletoe. And I've got to get the dies. I didn't have the dies for that, but I have dies for all the rest, so it made it really not too hard. And it was just so fun to color and put all together, and it's so fun when you have this idea and it actually comes out exactly like you want it to. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will try to, I don't know if I'm going to have time to make another video before Christmas, but if not, I want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate, and Happy Holidays. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.